Advantages and disadvantages of low-carb diets. Introduction. Health is one of the most common talks today and the biggest concern every common man has. Together with the changing culture of globalization, fast food culture is also growing, which has resulted in serious health problems such as obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, etc. Even though fast food restaurants provide quick, cheap, and filling meals, these are often items that are high in fat, calories, and sugar. At the same time, these are low in vitamins, minerals, and fiber that are necessary to make balanced nutrition. It is a well-known fact that carbohydrates are the body's main source of energy. However, it is also a fact that today most children, adults, and elderly people lead a sedentary life that does not involve the burning of accumulated energy. This results in the conversion of carbohydrates into fats that are responsible for increasing body weight. A low-carb diet or the low-carbohydrate diet is a weight loss diet that is mainly intended to restrict the intake of specific foods. For instance, a low-carbohydrate diet restricts the intake of carbohydrates. It is defined as follows: a low-carb diet restricts caloric intake by decreasing the consumption of food that is rich in carbohydrates. In general, in such a diet, carbs are reduced to 20 to 60 grams per day, and the intake of protein and fat is increased to balance the calorie intake. Importance of a low-carb diet. This low-carb diet was first used by William Banting in 1862, who was among the pioneers to successfully lose weight by developing a targeted diet. This diet is also sometimes known as the Atkins diet. The basic principle behind this diet is the link between the burning up of carbohydrates and blood sugar levels and hormone production. As it is a well-known fact that maintenance of the blood sugar levels in the human body is of great significance for a healthy life. The two main hormones controlling blood sugar levels are insulin and glucagon, which are produced in the pancreas. Insulin lowers blood sugar levels and glucagon raises blood sugar levels. In a low-carbohydrate diet program, the high-carbohydrate foods are replaced with foods containing a higher percentage of proteins, fats, and fiber. Even though it is a good idea to restrict the high intake of carbohydrates, it should not be totally avoided. Foods such as grain products, vegetables and fruit, milk and milk products, meat, and alternatives such as legumes are all carbohydrate-rich food. However, these are also foods that have important vitamins and minerals like vitamin C, iron, calcium, folic acid, potassium, and magnesium, which are vital for a healthy life. Hence, removing carbohydrates from the diet can cause a deficiency of vitamins and minerals. Additionally, foods such as whole grain bread and brown rice are a source of carbohydrates, and at the same time, they are an important source of fiber. Fiber helps in reducing cholesterol and also improves bowel function and promotes blood sugar control. Risks of a low-carb diet. Low-carbohydrate diets allow very low amounts of carbohydrates, typically less than 20% of total calorie intake daily. Thus, individuals have a higher intake of fat and protein. However, there are other problems that are associated with it. For instance, a diet high in fat, particularly more than 35% of total daily calories and especially higher in saturated and trans fat, will increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. A good diet to lower the risks of heart disease and stroke includes eating a high-fiber, lower-fat diet, and eating several servings of vegetables and fruit per day. Today, there is a growing consciousness among people about weight gain. Obesity is a global epidemic. The long-term safety of carbohydrate-restricted diets is still a subject of controversy. A low-carbohydrate diet tends to encourage increased consumption of animal products that often contain high amounts of saturated fat and cholesterol. This may result in unfavorable changes in serum lipid levels and increase the risk of coronary heart disease. Several professional organizations, including American Heart Association, have cautioned against the use of low-carbohydrate diets. A low-carbohydrate diet tends to have a lower dietary glycemic index and glycemic load than a high-carbohydrate diet. A 10-year prospective analysis of the Nurses' Health Study found a relative risk of coronary heart disease of 1.00, 1.01, 1.25, 1.51, and 1.98, for the comparison between the fifth and the first quintile of dietary glycemic load. Conclusion. In conclusion, it can be said that every person has a different need for diet. Even though weight gain or obesity is a cause of concern all over the world, it is mainly linked to the overconsumption of high carbohydrates, high fat, and high calorie foods. A low-carbohydrate diet is not a complete answer to this problem. It may result in short-term gain for those individuals who wish to lose weight, but in the long run, it may result in serious problems such as heart disease, cancer, and even unhealthy bones. A healthy and safe way to lose weight or maintain a good body shape is by having a healthy balanced diet together with moderate physical activity. Dieting alone may cause serious deficiency in an individual, which is an unhealthy practice.